All right, friends, welcome to Solaris Nights, episode 123, Cosmo versus Polka Princess. Now, should be noted I have a new series out called Wrath, which is a choose-your-own-adventure D&D 5e game where you have about 22 hours to watch a less than 5-minute D&D excerpt, then come up with a response of what you think you'd like to choose, post it, or react to somebody else's post to vote for it. I'm just saying we need the Solaris Nights fans to also be Wrath fans. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm also going to say this one because it hurts me deeply inside. Ever since Varen went terrorist, his episodes have been getting 15% less viewership than everybody else. There is a group of you that has decided to just never watch Varen at this point. I don't know who you are. None of you have ever identified yourself, but know that by looking at the analytics, I know you're out there.
And thank you for still watching Cosmo.
they watch everybody else. They just don't watch Varen. I don't know what to tell you.
He's gone dark.
Some people just don't like Word of Blake.
That we'll go with that.
Cosmo, things have been a roller coaster for you lately. Right now, when it's good, it's good. Now, of course, you have the looming threat of losing your military command to your own subordinate junior officer. You know, you have a kid on the way. You could be assassinated at any moment for any reason.
Wow.
You've, in the past, I wouldn't say you've betrayed the Lyran Alliance's Loki intelligence service, but certainly Lyran intelligence is a little upset at you.
It is, I swear, we do not rehearse like the notes I have, but I swear you like see what I have predicted. Maybe I'm just predictable, but like you know exactly what my playlist usually is. Maybe
I'm just good at understanding the way stories work.
I'm a linear, predictable person.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not good at reading people, and anyone that's known me for a while will know that's true. Anyone who's played Among Us with me or listened to me talk about mystery novels or movies knows that I just automatically trust the things people say unless it's just so outrageously stupid that it's clear that they have no idea what they're talking about. If someone's like, yeah, I was in the engine room, I'll be like, yep, no question. There's no reason you wouldn't say you were in the engine room. Someone else would be like, well, clearly that doesn't work. 4D chess. And I'm like, I'm just here to one ear out the other. I have to take a lot of effort to do human observation. So don't think it's that you're easily predictable. It's story. It's storytelling, all right? I understand the way stories are told.
In my limited time playing Among Us, I would constantly be the guy, like, I'd forget to go on mute and be like, oh, like every time I die, people are like, oh, God damn it, Dunamis isn't on mute again.
Listen,
I'd be like, let me finish my task. I was so close. Like that part of me just wants to finish. I was not good at playing Among Us with.
I don't know that I can play Among Us again. I really like the game and I like the Toast Among Us saga, and they're starting to get back into it. But for me, I was with a group that the imposter popped out of a vent in front of all 8 other people, except for me. So there's now 9 people, including the imposter. Well, maybe it's 7. They all know who this person is. He jumps in and out, and again, I discover a body and I report it. No one says anything, and they all vote for me.
What the hell?
It was literally the shittiest form of bullying I've ever seen.
That's horrible.
Then they made clips of it and posted it on Twitter because they thought it was funny.
I guess.
I don't know.
Either that,
I mean, they voted for him immediately the next round.
Right.
But,
they wanted to win, but they wanted you to lose.
Yeah, it was so bizarre. And then they asked me to play again recently, and I was just like, yo,
I'm good.
Y'all fucked in the head. Like, why would you think I would agree to that? You made me quit Among Us.
I may have mentioned this to you before offline, but another game that City has turned me on to, and I haven't played it that much, is called Project Winter.
Yes, I've seen it. I'd love to get a group together, but like Among Us, I'm easily lied to. And as a streamer, normally my audience will target me. So
I gotcha. Yeah, I just like that it had snowball fights in the waiting.
Yeah,
lobby.
yeah. It's got some interesting mechanics to it. The way betrayal works and
Yeah,
how long it takes to get things done.
yeah. It was. I don't know. I found it interesting the few games I played, but
It's
I
also
usually only
Dread
played
Hunger.
Yeah.
First Class Lounge.
Oh, I don't think I got that. We didn't get that far.
That's so First Class Lounge is androids in space doing like swanky 1950s, 60s, like Titanic. Yeah, oh yeah. Sorry, I'm talking about different games. Dread Hunger is like you're
I thought
all
that was a
on
mechanic in Project Hunter.
No. Dread Hunger is a Canadian whaling ship where you're out and you have to go out and get like coal, but you have to also avoid cannibals and bears and witches.
Oh, Canadian things.
Yeah.
Maple syrup.
All right. Oh, we were so far away from the Cosmo episode. Let's talk about what's going on with Cosmo, though. You know?
So, per usual, Cosmo has I guess, a short list of things he would have been doing in the past week. Starting kind of off with, did Adam Shalashashka review the troops when he was here, or did he just meet with Cosmo? Basically, are there any consequences to the House Guard, or is it just a Cosmo visit?
He did not have any reason to review the House Guard, thus he did not.
Perfect.
Then you were like, oh, this is secretly a thing. No, it was actually his vacation, and he was actually trying to be on vacation. And in order to help you out, a new young protege, he gave you a quick fist bump to keep you from being executed.
Yeah, basically. That's what I took away from his conversation with grandmother Pierogi in Russian. But speaking of her, Nicholas is actually going to try to follow her diet now. In almost every decision Cosmo's thinking in this episode is the fact that he has a lot more responsibility coming his way, and his actions are no longer just impacting him. So he's trying to be a better human. So he'll try to be following.
I try to, but yeah, it's rough.
Following grandmother Pierogi's, I won't quite say guidance. It's more like forced guidance that she gave him, to be on a better diet, be more active, be a better person, take care of Zhang.
You're on the traditional diet of the Capellan Confederation's Armed Forces Navy. Yeah. From the year 3031.
That's got to be decent, right? No, not even close. Okay, well then
it involves a lot of protein to make up for muscular degeneration.
Oh, well, that makes sense. He will. All right. Well, then he'll probably try to cut drinking as much as he does.
Yeah, that's
probably
plan.
That's probably part of her diet, I would hope.
I mean, that's a huge amount of carbs and calories going nowhere and doing nothing.
Especially after, what is it, 8 p.m. They say don't have anything after 8 p.m. So he'll cut the late night booze.
The don't do anything after 8 p.m. really depends on when you go to sleep. When you go to sleep at 4 a.m., it's a little different.
Well, okay. Yes.
What's your personal circadian rhythm?
He's also going to continue to show his face at the barracks for the House Guard, even with his new demotion. And his
you're still the commanding officer of that unit.
Yeah. The commanding officer, but no, right. He's a captain with Mei Park, right?
Yes, you're both captains, but you are her senior. You technically still run everything.
The way he's looking at it is, this is kind of a weird analogy, but if someone refers you and you get hired at a company, right, and then you do well at that company, the person who brought you in tends to go and be like, yeah, I brought them in. That person's here because of me. So that's how he's treating the Mei Park situation. It's not that she got promoted, but now they're on equal level playing field. So he came down and they're equals, and he's like, yeah, I brought her in. She's here because of me, type thing. And so but
she is here because of you,
right? But so he's proud of that, but for the wrong reason, not because she was promoted, because he got demoted. He's like, yeah, she's going up. She's going places. I helped get her here.
Have you changed your hands-off training style for this unit? You know, you just previously you let Mei Park run day to day and do the training while you stepped aside.
Yeah, I think he would be more involved, but given the demotion, he would align with Mei Park first. He would never do anything without talking to her first to not like undermine.
Interesting.
But he would have certainly more of a presence in He's trying to smooth
Sounds
things
like
over.
you're
with
using
me.
a lot more time. I feel like the pie chart of free time for you is shrinking.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Well, as long as you're not drinking as much.
Oh, that's true. That frees up, what is it, from 8 to 4 a.m. now?
Wow. Have you considered sleeping during that time?
Then I do have one other activity that he'll do later, but he wants to talk to Kespar first.
Okay.
Probably find him in the mech bay, I'd imagine. In Kespar, I wanted to congratulate you on your recent string of victories. This is very, very good to see, and I have to say I'm very proud. You have done very well. Glad to see you on the up and up.
I felt like you were guiding me out on the battlefield.
That means a lot to me. I appreciate it.
It was like I could hear your words.
That's funny because on your last fight, I swear I heard you say, well, Cosmo would say do this. Very, very good footage. I reviewed them happily. If you wanted to study them at some point, happy to do so. Oh, I also wanted to confirm, congratulations on getting your maneuvering ace SPA as a reward from the exhibition match. I think it will come very handy.
I think that the additional training will serve me well.
How are you handling your first kill? I know it was not intentional, but these things happen.
Wow. You know, it's tough for me to do this one because I'm saying this above. It's rare. I don't know that I've ever interacted with someone in real life who accidentally killed someone. You know what I mean? I don't know where to go with him from here. I've talked to plenty of people who've intentionally killed one or more people.
Yeah.
I think he probably doesn't say much about it. He's trying not to process it, and certainly not in front of you.
If he stays silent for probably more than 6 seconds.
It's not silence. It's probably words strung together to sound like sentences. But it is just kind of running on, and he's just trying to blow you off on this part of the conversation.
Sure. Like he's like avoiding eye contact and stuff all of a sudden. Yeah, I think
I feel like avoiding eye contact's pretty normal for him, but yeah.
That's true. I think Nicholas would be like, you know what? You need time to process. I just want you to know I'm here if you need to talk about it. These things happened. It was an accident. Everything happened within seconds. I could tell by your mech's body language, thus your body language. It was not intentional.
This is a dangerous profession. Complicated
Indeed.
profession.
Does this make you change your mind on that you wish to be here?
No.
Okay. Well, that is confirmed.
This has taken me places I never thought I would be. When I signed up to join Apex Dragons, it was one of many stables that I applied to for internship. And I honestly didn't think I'd get any of them. I thought I'd have to go back to Coventry. And I am more than what I was.
I am glad you are here. I am glad to have met you, and I am glad that you are in my life here at Apex Dragons.
He pulls you in for, and then like the hug in the process.
I think Nicholas goes for the full on hug. Like he pulls him in and just double arm wrap around.
I mean, there's some cybernetic limb in there, and he just says, I'm going to get replacements one day.
Yeah. What would it take to do that? I know they're super expensive, but I assume.
I mean, with a couple of matches. I mean, look, what is super expensive, right?
Not only to Cosmo, but to Zhang.
Some people own yachts so big they need smaller yachts to resupply it.
That must be nice.
Nobody that is a Solaris Gladiator has that kind of wealth, but
sure.
With a few matches, if he can get some ranking behind him and then just stay in Solaris for a long enough time, he'll get residuals for every time somebody watches his matches. He doesn't even need to be particularly popular as long as it's just something someone watches on the edge of the periphery 15 times. You know what I mean? Like someone's like, oh man, this is the greatest match I've ever seen. I'm going to rent it 15 times. I love Iron Man 2.
Where's my bird?
You have to learn to let go, man.
Man. I think that's all I had for Caspar.
So
Caspar.
Just because these shows all run at the same time, I want him to clench the fist on his cyber arm and look down at the nameplate that says Bassett. Just because, well, I don't want to spoil it, but Bassett-related events are about to be in premium currency for
there's a reason
fans.
Bassett's currently not using it.
Well, I mean, he'd be in like his 80s right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like 35, 40. It's 30, 30. So yeah, I mean, he'd be old as fuck.
Yeah. Seems like
if he were still alive and wealthy, surely he replaced them. And if he was dead, of course they could make their way here.
That makes sense. If.
Yeah.
Oh man. I think Cosmo would then want to talk to Zhang, just like every episode.
Yeah.
And I think you'd see in his body language, he's suddenly becoming over the top, overprotective. Like, one, because he realized that they're expecting, but two, he feels so incredibly guilty about leaving her with the mask, not only leaving her with there, but while she could have been pregnant during that time. And so now he is over the top protective and trying to make sure that everything she needs, she has. Not like she already has everything, I'm assuming, but he's just trying to go over the top, even like trying to anticipate her random cravings. Like he shows up with tiramisu out of nowhere a lot.
You know, I fucking hate coffee, but tiramisu is the one way I'll tolerate it. So I don't know what to say. All right, look, while you're mother henning her, she's doing the same thing back to you. She wants to make sure that your new outfit changed to Sifu. And someone corrected me on this. For a Mandarin-based society, like the Capellan Confederation, it would be Shifu.
Okay. I totally was going to pronounce it as Shifu just because that's what
that's
it is
correct.
in Kung Fu Panda.
That is, yeah. The way I pronounce it was Cantonese and Japanese, so that's the way I know it from. But yes, it's Shifu.
You have a wise individual in your audience, because I never would have picked up on that.
So she is smoothing everything that you have out. She's making sure that you have everything that you need. It's almost like she's getting you ready to go to school.
Yeah.
Before your mech match. She wants to make sure that you are coming home. You know, like you're like, do you have everything you need? And she's like, well, I mean, are you going to survive today's match? That's your back and forth between the two of you. It's like you're both like, oh my god, I need to be so overprotective. You know, there's a child coming soon.
Yes. Yeah.
So look, the thing is, in the beginning, I didn't really mention it that much, but she's always been kind of a weird, altered Cosmo at like a different socioeconomic level, but she's just as awkward as you are.
Yeah.
So
she does it with grace, though, so it's less noticeable at times.
I would say that the biggest difference between the two of you is that she has a lot of forceful confidence and ruthlessness to her. Maybe the difference between the two of you is that she is absolutely more cruel.
Some more Capellan. I think I
feel like some Capellan fans out there would be upset that you said that.
Luckily, this isn't an interview.
Well, fortunately, the person who writes the company, who owns the company, definitely isn't a Capellan Confederation fan, right? Right.
Wink, wink.
Right.
I think the only other other thing he'd probably want to talk to her about is just seeing if she has any interest in being in another movie. I heard Carl is putting one together, and it's about aliens. Probably not our cup of tea, but I don't know how much you enjoyed the last one we did.
You're inviting her to join you on Carnivores versus Xenomorphs?
You never know. She's cruel. She could want to kill a.
Wow, she's pregnant? What part is she gonna play?
Well,
movies film over the course of months. There are several issues with this.
Well, yeah, I wasn't thinking she was going to be in the entire, like, a main actor, kind of like
all right,
the dude.
Guest star then. Guest star. Well, yeah, one scene.
Kind of like Roe, show up, maybe not die, but show up, kill one, leave. And that's it. Just a random guard.
No. I think that she would agree as long as she gets to play. Maybe in Carnivores, it's implied that there's like a Wayland Yutani style super corporation that runs everything. She will play if she gets to be the CEO of that particular.
Sit behind the desk so you can't see the
exactly.
baby bump.
Perfect. She gives the order. So it's one of the first scenes filmed, but she gives the order to start the nuclear annihilation of the Carnivores and the Xenomorphs, which of course will kill all of the heroes. So they have to work to stop the nuclear blast while still eliminating the Carnivores and the Xenomorphs.
That is the perfect role for her. Just give the order. Just
Madam
like
President, we need someone to press the red button. She's just like, turnkey.
They're panning over. She already has both fingers on the red buttons.
All right, she'll agree if the scene is filmed soon. Fair. And she's in the movie as the CEO of Yulin Watani, or whatever we end up calling it.
Power hungry role. Didn't see that one coming. All right. I think after hanging out with Zhang for a bit, thinking on that same thread that he's trying to be more responsible, trying to be a better human, Nicholas runs through the list of various different folks that he's worked with or had encounters with.
God, is this the plot to My Name Is Earl?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. There's it's like a sitcom, right? Where someone was a huge asshole, and then every episode they cross off a name on the list of someone they were a huge jerk to. Am I wrong about this? I feel like there's definitely a show that does this, though.
You're making me think of oh god, I think this is a totally different direction, but what's that movie with Adam Sandler where he invites Crazy Eyes because he apologized to him, and Crazy Eyes shows up and shoots the other guy instead of Adam Sandler, in like a spelling bee or something.
What the fuck? What are we talking about?
I think most of the audience will know what I'm talking about. I'm just horrible at movie names, but he's like, I'm glad I called and told that guy I'm sorry. Crazy Eyes isn't that all the Adam Sandler movies?
Yeah.
He's always cross-eyed. So
okay.
Anyway,
Rob Schneider is in all the movies, so that's all. I know.
It's not. Well, he is in this movie too, but he's not the Crazy Eyes guy.
I don't know what movie we're talking about, man.
All right. Well, we'll just move on then. Nicholas wants to run through all the people he's worked with, and basically, he's going to try to figure out in his mind, does he have any enemies left? Because he doesn't want anyone going after Zhang again or his newborn. And
you hit me. Who do you think could still be your enemy? If someone close to you, if you were murdered and they were asking your wife, like, did he have any enemies?
Yes.
Well, who would be on that list?
Well, so it starts probably with I had the mask, but the CCAF told me we're good there. But that means, do I trust the CCAF? So they're 1 and 2. Then I did have Hickory and Birch as number 3, because I can't remember if it was I, the player, or as Cosmo, the character, found out by mistake that they're still alive. They didn't actually die. I can't remember if that was
Hickory is now a cyborg.
Ooh.
Birch is pissed at you.
Well, I guess so. Okay. Well, he'd probably be reaching out to, oh God, what was the girl's name? Shoot. Azalea?
Azalea.
Is that it?
She was reassigned off-world and given a new identity so she could continue her missions.
Gosh dang. Okay, so pretty much I don't have any access points.
That's also what happened to Hickory and Birch. They
So
don't.
I
They don't
really
work
have a
on
way.
this planet anymore.
I don't have a way of
Their cover was
confirming.
blown.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's a good idea to just walk into the Solaris Museum of Fine Arts and try to identify someone. That's probably a bad idea. All right,
Yeah, they
so that's
don't
one.
typically. The Lyran state terrorism typically doesn't get people who walk in and go, "Hey guys, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me."
Just want to make sure we're good, right? You and I, your agency and me. So those are the three that were like unknown and or still potentially a threat. And then I've even got like the good guys running through the list. Like I think we're good, right? Big Tony, a Warrior House Kamada. That was that weird thing. Hopefully they don't hold any grudges. I said no.
They're gone.
Sean, you at Heligoland. I think we're good. All the different he running through back when he thought Fulcher was trying to sabotage him in season 1. Like he just runs through the list.
God.
And he's like, I think
Vulture.
I don't think I have any enemies.
I just caught up with Neo Buzzard again because he's been playing Lost Ark.
Oh man,
That's that new Korean waifu MMO that everyone is playing.
I'm seeing headlines. The headlines for that thing are polarizing, either really really good or really really bad. There is no middle.
What people are saying is that the grind to level up sucks and it's horrible, but once you get to the end game, there's so much content and the raids are all really fun, which is kind of the opposite of what you normally hear about a game, which is that the level up isn't terrible and then the end game grind is awful.
Yeah. Where do you think
Like
Icarus falls on that spectrum?
Jesus. Well, first off, Icarus isn't an MMO.
No, it's not, but the grind.
It's
the grind
awful.
is real. Yeah.
The game is also awful. We just have to hold out hope that eventually, let me have some copium real quick. We hold out hope that eventually the people who develop Icarus get a fucking brain cell, play the game for once, and figure out that tier 4 is basically the worst thing ever.
Takes what 2-3 hours of
now that we know
how
how to play the game, it's a lot easier, but when you start out and you don't even know how to make a fucking bed and you're dying constantly,
can't kill a rabbit.
you try to use a spear because the game implies that spears are the best rather than worst weapons.
Darkness is your enemy because you don't have a bedroll.
Oh god. I honestly don't know that Cosmo has that many enemies left living. I mean, the Maskarovka is always going to be your enemy. It doesn't matter what you do. The point of the Maskarovka is to scare the shit out of citizens into compliance. But you're not actively being investigated right now, and you've been cleared of most charges.
That's a win.
They do know that you're a total coward who would leave his wife at the drop of a hat and flee. So you're probably on a list of like, if they ever suspect you even slightly, kill him immediately. Don't bring him in for questioning. He'll try to run or hurt somebody. Just shoot him.
See, I'm gonna make another random reference. The Longest Yard. Actually, this is another Adam Sandler movie too, where they rate the prisoners based on like threat level, and it's like a scale of 0 to 5 stars. Cosmo's like a half a star. They're like, oh, this guy.
Are you kidding me? Cosmo's one of the 500 most dangerous people in the inner sphere.
If he has a mech.
Yeah. I mean, you could build, if you use tarps, you could build a tent city out of your mechs. If you had all of your mechs stand in 2 lines, arms out, and you put tarps between the 2 lines, you would have a palatial tarp mansion. All right,
that would be quite.
You could have like a multi-level tree house made out of tarps.
He would just have to keep running from one mech to the other, getting the positioning right individually.
Oh my god, it's like Minecraft.
The last group that he thought of that he doesn't really consider a threat because they're not going after him; they're going after Seth. Are the clans? He kind of knows that something's brewing and that there seems to be tensions rising, but clan tradition is also his observations of clan tradition would be they would never go after family like Zhang or his kid. They'd instead just go after whoever their target is. So he thinks the clans are certainly a threat, but not to him.
Okay. Kind of denies the
Moving on.
fact that they definitely would kill you if given the chance.
Cosmo, yes, but he doesn't think they'd go after Zhang or his kid. He doesn't know that for a fact, but his only two people he's really three, I guess, were Saya, Carl, and Seth. So he bases a lot on those three. Two of the three of them he doesn't think would. Saya, maybe.
Saya's dead, so
exactly. So he's like, well, okay. After he runs through his list and thinks he has no more enemies, hopefully, he'll move on to talk to Zuri.
Yeah, what do you want to do with Zuri? She almost seems like she's been waiting for you to arrive.
Zuri, yes. How is progress with Shifu Sokolov? Can we unveil that today? Is it ready?
Do you feel like you're ready?
Oh, I
when
think
you
I've got
walked in
something
here
cooked
into
up.
this office, did you display an air of maturity, augustness, wisdom, or did you open the door, immediately move to sit down, and say, "Hey, Zuri, how are we doing?"
I feel like as she's saying each term, you see he tries to get a little taller, puff out his chest, and look wiser. Like,
do you feel ready?
I have a plan that I think will work. Yes, I think we will be.
There are no second chances on a premiere like this. You
there
either
can
get
only
it
be
right.
one first impression.
You either get it right, or we bury the character.
I will do you proud.
Okay. I'll have the marketing people dress everything up.
Most excellent. Now, what can you tell me about Polka Princess?
All right, make her roll at a +1.
And where are these loaded ghost bear dice I've been hearing so much about?
Fuck that shit. Don't get the loaded ghost bear dice. But I'll use the ghost bear dice. You use those weak Capellan dice.
God damn, man.
So weak. The weakest of all dice.
I think an intern somewhere just died.
What do you want to do?
Man. You know, it's just on point for Cosmo to say, I'm fully confident to roll out with this new shtick. Let's go. We'll keep it. So do I still get a question?
You do.
And I get stress, right?
Yeah, well, you'll get stressed, and then you may get stressed again if your opponent decides to taunt you with something they've learned about you.
You know, surprisingly, I have never had to reveal anything about Cosmo, but I don't really know what's left of reveal after all this.
I don't know. I feel like we don't even have to say anything. I feel like Cosmo's so deeply emotional that she could say literally anything and it would set him off.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty reactive. So, God. All right. Well, I guess I'd like to know what SPA's Polka Princess has.
Polka Princess? You're asking about Polka Princess's SPAs? All right.
That we are.
Sniper.
Not good.
And Speed Demon.
Oh. I feel like those are conflicting. Interesting.
Are they?
Run really fast. Oh, unless you're using it to run away, not run close. That could be possible. Okay. Well, I thank you, Zaria. This research seems sketchy at best, but we'll go with it. Again, I will do you proud as I embrace the Shifu.
All right. Just as a reminder, you're defending the rank 40 position for a second time after your draw.
Because we're tied. Yeah. Tying sucks. You don't get experience. Well, that's all I got for
you sit
Zuri.
down. Oh, sorry.
Is Mueller going to invite me?
He is.
I will. Such a dick. I'm going to use 3 glory to skip the interview.
Wow. All right. I think that's the post-game interview, but you know what? I'll allow it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oops. Okay.
It's all right. Just in the words of my man, Marshawn Lynch, I'm just here to do my contractual obligation.
Basically. I mean, Mueller skipped Cosmo twice.
Oh my
so
God.
Cosmo's kind of like, all right, well. I see how this works.
I
And
was
Cosmo probably saw like what he did with the footage too. So it's like, all right, this dude and I we're not on the same page.
I saw the Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode where he guessed it, and he couldn't stop talking. Diaz just like, don't worry, it's Marsha Lynch. He won't say anything. So the whole episode, they kept cutting back to him, and it's like, you know what I really like is milk beside my cereal so that I can put it in later. I was like, oh my God. This is the best.
They put him on some random stuff, and he's just entertaining to watch. Like they had I don't know. They brought like Rob Gronkowski and him in to play like some some video game debut. I think it was like Tekken or something. And everyone expected Rob Gronkowski to be like the big goofball. And everything that happened, Marshawn Lynch had a comment for. He was like, "Oh my God, she brought out a gat in broad daylight." It was just like, what?
I like him.
Yeah, I think he's entertaining as hell. So.
All right. Anything you want to do before your match?
I will find a camera somewhere else, not near Mueller. I would just like to say I'm dedicating this victory to John and Jovel SpecTech, the only place to go for the most advanced sensors and weaponry. And a big thanks to their CEO, Johnny McElroy, for his sponsorship. May they continue to prosper under the celestial wisdom's blessing.
All right, hold on a second. I know who this is. I'm just writing down their name. That's the guy.
It's a newbie.
Yeah, from Icarus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if we're supposed to say their names or not, but yes.
I'm keeping it a secret for now, but
okay.
Yeah. I mean, when they want to identify themselves if they want to identify themselves in the Patreon channel, they can. And Solaris Nights. Yep. All right.
Perfect.
As you're heading out to the arena, people are holding up signs outside of Crosswinds Arena that say, "What's happening on Coventry?" A second sign says, "New invasion, Jade Falcon?" ? A third sign says, "Cosmo killer." Cosmo kill her. There are also there are also like a half dozen polka bands outside the arena, all playing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Let's just assume she says that the polka princess says something really mean about you, so you take another stress here.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh man, you know what it is? She probably just says, "Yeah, I'm not afraid of my opponent, Nicholas Sokolov. We already know that he's a man who lacks any amount of self-control. Today in the arena, I don't have to guarantee that I will beat him because he's already a very small man."
He probably, when she says he has no self-control, he probably slams his desk and says, "That's not true."
Perfect. All right. Can you give me the new intro for Shifu Sokolov?
Oh, yes, I'll finish the armor after. So, okay, so the music that starts playing is unlike anything you've ever heard when Cosmo comes in. And then you realize that this is it's like a Zen garden music, something maybe by Hans Zimmer, who did a lot of the music for Dune or Kung Fu Panda. Lots of flutes, violins.
You're gonna just skip over Inception and all right.
And I mean, sure, Inception too. I mean, the list was like 20 movies long. I was like, all right, we'll just go with. I just looked up Kung Fu Panda, and that's what I needed. Wow,
Hans. That's what you're getting your Hans Zimmer from? All right, okay. Wow, that's the most basic bitch shit I've ever
heard. As Shifu Sokolov comes out, the lights dim where you can't actually tell what mech it is that comes out, but there's a glowing light, a green light at the end of what you assume is one of the mech's hands or arms, and there's kind of like some sparks flying from it, and the hand then starts drawing in the sky, just like you just see the glow, and every time it finishes a movement, there's a flash and a symbol appears, so like calligraphy style in the sky.
Holographically?
Well, I mean, you gotta wait to the end, man.
Okay. Keep going.
And then as he finishes each symbol, they flash and disappear. And as he gets to the end, the lights turn on and all that's left is a brighter glowing the calligraphy says all war is deception, but the mech's not there. And you realize the mech was actually on the opposite side of the arena that came in, and the entire entrance was a hologram.
So it wasn't enough that Saya stole your move. You stole her entire intro.
And you notice when you acknowledge where the mech is and everyone finds it, he is in the Fire Falcon B.
You stole her whole mech? No, see, the thing is, I already knew that that's the mech you were going to use, but I wanted to be outraged so that Spoon and the rest of the commentary crew would be like, what?
Steal her entrance, steal her mech, random signs calling for Jade Falcons in the arena. Everything's coming together.
Oh man, silence falls over the arena, and then hundreds of crisscrossing spotlights of like 8 different shades of red and brown go around, and then we hear a massive polka band playing something slowly and slightly out of tune, but we come to understand after a short while that this is a polka cover of Disturbed's 10,000 Fists in the Air.
Oh my god.
It's like a full polka presentation of it. And as it does it like Battlestar Galactica did, the way that they had been hinting all along that it was all along the Watchtower, right? Like the notes are like there, but they're all over the place. And then all of a sudden it just all comes together and there's just the polka doo-doo. Yeah, I may have gotten some of the notes wrong there, but you know what I'm talking about, friends. As that happens, through a fake wall that has been assembled, a mech bursts through. Wall. So it's where the mech gate would normally be, right? But the mech just like plows through it, and we see with a giant GMC, so General Motors Corporation symbol on the side of it, a Hollander BZK F3.
Oh shit.
As the Polka Princess arrives in her ride.
Well, this is going to be this will be an interesting match. Sniper makes sense. Speed Demon, interesting. This is going to be she actually outranges me, right? I mean, she doesn't. Wow.
Here's the thing about Polka Princess. This isn't the only mech she has. Just the one she's facing you in today.
You mean she also has 2 light lances?
No. She does have 2 mechs, but she doesn't have 2 light lances.
Oh, boy. Alrighty then. I guess I should say the SPAs I'm taking. I usually don't do this because I forget, but the SPAs I am bringing are Tactical Genius, Lucky 4, and I don't think we're going to get that close, so I'm not going to bring Fire Fist. I'll bring Human TRO.
There would be no point to bringing Fire Fist. Well,
with these guns, someone's going down pretty quick.
Yeah, you don't have hands or lower arm actuators.
That's true. Yeah,
but you do have weapons in your wings. As your mechs are facing off, you know, normally I'd be pretty afraid of somebody piloting a clan mech that they had won, but I don't have any fear of someone who inherited a mech from a dead girl.
Well, I'm sorry you don't have friends who like to give you gifts.
All right, and with that, Shifu Sokolov has dissipated his character immediately.
Is that another stress? Or...
No,
okay.
But Zuri just gained 6 points of stress and is pulling her hair out as you immediately are just regular Cosmo.
Oh wait, was that private or was that public?
No, I mean, I thought that was private. If you want to reply privately, that's fine.
That's what I would have sent that back privately.
She sent that out broadband, publicly? But she'll chuckle at your reply for sure. Your private reply.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Let's roll.
Yeah, my bad. I must do better at sticking to the shtick.
3.
I got 7.
How you want to do this?
I'm pretty sure we're gonna go. Well, actually, you know what? If I'm supposed to be enraged, let's go north south, and I will do you the honor of going up top, so you don't have to flip around the cameras.
Let's see here. I'm gonna come in. I'm good.
No, usually I have this facing the wrong way. So that's looking this way, right?
Correct.
Yeah. All right. Clear line of sight right off the bat.
7.
11.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, left the arena. She surrendered. How noble.
All right. This isn't chess. Calm down. Okay.
I just put that there because it looked like you were trying to know the exact spot you left from.
Not because you intend to knock my pilot unconscious immediately, huh?
All right. Meow.
Are you sure you want to do that?
And I mean, she only has a Gauss rifle, right?
Sure. Definitely don't have a 6 defense.
35 armor kick would do 7 damage. My legs at different armor. Legs could take that. I'm inside your minimum range. Sniper is negated. I'm okay with that.
Okay. She's gonna shoot. She's also gonna punch. All right. She misses with the snapshot. The Gauss.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Targeting computer -1 makes it a 6. That'll hit. Left torso for what are these called? These are clan version. 10 damage.
Okay, it's internal.
That's 3 crits with TRO.
Nothing in there. You're wrecked.
Wow, what a waste. What a waste. Okay, shot number 2, needs 6. Hits. 10 damage to right arm. 2 crits if it goes in.
Does.
Good luck punching with that arm. I just need 1d6 for each, right?
Yep.
1, 5.
Roll again.
1 again. 3.
Okay. Oop.
Punching with that's going to be not so easy. I even think it does less damage now, too.
I need to hit you in the head once. Shoulder means no punching at all.
Most excellent.
That's fine.
Now I'm gonna kick instead of punch.
Sure. She hits. Is the right torso for
4.
1 for every 10, so 4.
Okay. My kick is base 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -2 is 5. The kick hits. I need a single die. 6, right leg. And it's 7 damage. Almost.
She made both of her PSRs.
Very nice.
Okay. 12 initiative.
9 on the first one. Oh wait, 9 on the first
Genius.
one. I should be rolling out in the counter so we can see. That's my bad. 7. So I go first. Her movement is 5'8", huh? Very interesting. No heavy woods over here, huh? Okay, that's fine.
Well, I didn't make this map.
Right on cue, Sidious text me.
May know if he's ready to get back into map making.
I can ask him. I
I
think he's been playing
do...
Valheim.
Oh, okay. I wanted to see if we could get started on the Vibra Bomb arena.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was in like it was in one of the supplements we looked at. I think maybe it was the Battle of Tukey re-release. They had like a Solaris arena that had Vibra Bombs in it.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Which way are you looking? Forward?
Forward.
I don't think you can get my rear arc there, so I'm good with that. Where's my dice? 6 is only a 2, right? Yeah. I didn't end in woods. That was actually quite silly. I thought that was in woods. Oh well, I put the dice down. It's over. So you also get a +2. Not bad.
Torso twist, of course.
Likewise. So I'm base 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is short range. Targeting computer makes it a 5. Do I make it an 8 and aim for a torso? No, because you're
Well, you're currently shooting at my left side, which is intentional. I finally learned the Grim Dark James way of doing things.
Yeah, but you don't have an XL, so I don't think it would matter. Although I could aim.
It matters because my only
right
weapon is in
leg.
my right torso.
You know what? If I need 8s, I'm gonna need. Yeah, I have lucky. I'll do it. I'm aiming for your right leg.
Okay.
And I need 8s to do it because it was a 5, so you plus the 3. That's a kick in the balls. Lucky point number 1.
Well, hold on.
Oh. I didn't hit with either.
All right. Okay.
So shot number 2 needs an 8. Oh, come on, Lucky. What's going on here? There we go. Update. A 9 would have hit a different location, so I need.
Correct. And the new location is
6 on the left side.
Yeah.
Left leg.
Correct.
That's
absolutely
close.
Devastated. It's 8 damage.
10.
Okay, it's internal.
Oh. 2 crits. Man, human TRO coming up huge in this fight. 3, 4.
Perfect. All right. So using the knowledge that I've gained from you, I'm now a 3, 5.
Yes.
And I need 2 PSRs at +2.
Yeah.
At the end of the round. That's
but I'm not shooting anything else.
I just need to make this easy shot, which I don't edge reroll. I think I still miss.
You rolled a 5
Yep.
both times.
Yeah. I'm thinking that a right arm hit probably would have been devastating for you at 15 damage. Would have rolled right
Lose
through
a
the
laser
arm.
for sure.
Yeah, it's not great. All right.
I think I would open comms publicly.
Second edge reroll. Hold on a sec. All right, that made it.
Sorry.
Second roll. Also correct. All right, you can open your comms. Let's do it.
I think I would open comms publicly now and say, Princess, today is not your day. May I offer you some advice and save your machine? It is the wise choice.
Well, if that ain't the fat lady singing before the end, go ahead and say your piece. I ain't inclined particularly to listen.
All right, we shall continue this dance.
All right, I now have no edge.
I really don't want to kill someone.
6.
I got a 4. I'll use my reroll thingamajigger. I got a 7.
All right.
This is where limited movement will really bite you. Is she looking this way?
She doesn't skid.
She
She's
does
looking
skid?
down. Does not skid.
Oh,
She's looking down the road.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, before I do that, I have heat. So let me calculate that. 4 per round makes me at 8. 8 has a +1 to hit and -1 movement. So I am actually a 7-11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I don't think I needed to roll for skid, did I? You're behind me and my weapon is not located in my arm. So even if I rotate, I can't target you with a torso weapon?
You can punch with your left arm only at this point.
Well, that's what I'm going to have to commit to.
I will open comms again and say, please consider the circumstances.
I mean, you're in the middle of a round.
All right.
And you already did this.
Yeah, I guess it's like the last chance as I'm holding 2 EL large lasers here back. All right, well.
I actually have more armor on my back, so.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Okay. Well, as a sports of showmanship and to reduce my heat, I'm only going to shoot 1 laser. So base of 2, 3, 4. You have no evasion.
That's correct. I only move 2 steps.
5 for heat, -1 for the computer. So we're back at 4. I'm gonna aim for a leg again. I guess I should specify which one. I don't really care. I guess I'll aim for the right leg. So that means I need a 7. I hit. It is not that location, so I need a different location.
6.
6. Right torso, 10 damage. Oh god, 2 criticals, and that's where the Gauss is, isn't it?
Correct.
Oh god, I hope she doesn't spasm from explosions and die.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, look, it's not that you've been
2
hitting her, it's that you
6.
Sorry, did you say 2-6?
Oh, 2. I forgot you
Okay,
needed both.
2-6
So
is the Gauss rifle.
That's the first one. 4-4. So bottom 4.
There's nothing there.
Oh, roll again. 6-1.
Yeah, it's just a Gauss rifle.
Again.
It's good enough to stay awake. And good enough to stay awake.
And I guess she's well, that's the end of that. She takes 2 damage. She's still standing. She can still punch, right? So
Correct.
Given she has no,
You only shot once there.
Intentionally, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she's gonna punch. That will hit. That probably won't end up being a headshot. Left arm.
For 4.
4.
I'm still fine there.
Not great. Not great. I was really hoping to get some more hits in there. It's been a while since we've seen this, but she doesn't have the ability to surrender. As you know, Solaris mech fights normally are till the mech is completely destroyed. Because she has a surrender bond.
Would I have known that before?
Yeah, plenty of people have surrender bonds.
So I would have. Okay, I was trying to what am I trying to say? With no weapon, I assumed she's going to surrender. Had I known she had a no surrender bond, I would have kicked to take out a leg, so she just can't do anything and say, "All right,
go ahead,
it's over."
I'll allow for it.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You had no evasion. -2. I just need 2. All right, she's probably gonna lose a leg. Barely hits. Directly behind you. A 5 is left leg.
Okay.
Takes.
And the mech is down.
Okay.
Question is, does she take pilot damage on the fall?
5 damage.
Lose a leg. Leg destroyed.
It's a 5 penalty.
Yeah, she takes damage going down. Oh no, that's leg previously destroyed.
Oh, previously, sorry. Leg
destroyed is automatic fall. Oh, but it is a +5 for trying to keep herself from getting hurt, which means she now needs a 9. So yeah, she's going to take another hit on the way down. She's still conscious. Her mech will take more damage, but I don't think there's anything you can hit that would. I think it's fair to say this match is over. The mech is still mostly intact, and surprisingly, Gauss rifles are quite affordable, so repairing her mech will not cost that much. It is, however, a big loss of pride.
Yeah, I think I don't know what the symbol would be. I can't think of one cleverly at the time, but he'd do the lighting thing, or he'd hit a button in his cockpit that starts a hologram that says like "well fought" calligraphy, and then he would get out and make sure she's okay, because he knows a gas rifle explosion plus falling without a leg is not pleasant for the pilot. So he would check on her.
She's just like trying to shrug you off, despite the fact that there are burn marks at her temple from the neurohelmet connection. She's like, yeah, I'm fine, old man. No need to get in here and handle me. Well fought.
I see. Well, good battle. He'll give her space. He won't push himself, but he's trying to make it show that he is trying to be as courteous as possible, that this is entertainment. It's not actually a war.
Once she gets to her feet, she will definitely like introduce you as the winner with body language. You know, like, oh, look, this guy over here.
He take a super formal bow.
All right, as you're getting ready to leave the arena, someone intercepts you with a camera crew.
Is it Mueller?
Solaris mech fans, Duncan Fisher here. Just a quick word from our sponsors, General Motors Company. How this managed to make it into the Battletech universe without anyone getting sued, I don't know. But it's not. But if it happened, the legal battle would be worse than the one I had with my wife during the divorce.
I was waiting for it. I was like, all right, legal battle. Here we go. Mr. Fisher, it is an honor. I know we've met before, but it's been some time. Good to see you.
Please, Mr. Sokolov. Mr. Fisher was my father. Call me Duncan Fisher.
Duncan Fisher, then.
We got a taste of Shifu Sokolov today out there in the arena. Why don't you walk us through how you engaged your opponent with class and dignity?
You know, I must tell you that it was not easy. She did a good job of getting under my skin, which is part of the battle, a psychological warfare, and she did very well. However, I was able to remember that I do not come into this battle to represent only myself, but others like Apex Dragons, the Compelling Confederation, and my sponsor, of course, whose name I have to remember real quick, John and Joville Spectech. So I put them first, and I kept a level head and was able to probe at Polka Princess's weaknesses. A very fearsome competitor, very fearsome mech, but as long as you exploit the weaknesses, you will come out on top.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the Solaris fans out there that are getting a taste of your new persona today?
Shifu Sokolov is here to stay, and I think you will be seeing more of Shifu as I continue to climb the ranks.
Nicholas Sokolov out here in Crossroads Arena, proving once again that if you don't keep an eye on him, he'll be behind you in your nightmares. I'm Duncan Fisher, and this has been Donegal Broadcasting.
I think Cosmo's like going like, yeah, huh, be behind you. And then when he hears in your nightmares, she's like, what? And the camera's probably panned away in that moment. That's funny.
As soon as the camera's off, he's taking a swig of some primary beer. He just shotguns one right in front of you.
The rumors are true then. You shotgun faster than anyone I've met.
You know, they called me one of the fastest in the medium mech competition, but I like to think I'm the fastest on all of Solaris. When it comes to running my mech, running my mouth, and running my bar tabs.
I thought you were saying running from the bedroom. I thought that's where you go.
Mr. Sokolov, I'm going to add that one to the list.
Well, if you do like racing and it's fun, might I suggest heading over to see Mr. Billings? He really has some good racing tournaments over there. I myself like to enjoy them in my spare time. And then he realizes he's dealing with like a drunk guy, and he's like, never mind.
I think I'm gonna get out of here and find a date for tonight. You have yourself a good evening, Nicholas Sokolov.
I'll see you around, Duncan.
He leaves and he goes to, like the crowd of fans, and he's just like, Duncan Fisher here, looking for a date tonight.
Imagine the camera crew's just like, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah, you know that they don't. All right, what kind of damage are we looking on this Fire Falcon?
I think I had an arm and a torso, and that's it.
Sorry, it's a clan mech. So yes. You can self-repair, but it's the only repair you get.
Nope, I'll let it stay.
Okay.
I thought I was going to take more damage, honestly, and that's why I used the Fire Falcon and not the Uller.
What are the odds that you use the Fire Falcon in the finale mission anyway?
Things just come together. I had a plan of using it, but I had no idea there'd be all this other stuff surrounding it that just lines up well.
Yeah, as you're making your way home, there is a lot of talk about why the Lyran government is trying to hide the fact that the planet Coventry, it's not close to the clan front, right? Like, it took a major invasion to get there. It's also basically the Lyran Alliance's primary production facility off of Hesperus 2. Hesperus 2, which you might remember is the Defiance Mechworks. Yeah, the site of The Dying Time, the one of the top 5 worst Battletech novels ever written. Sorry, Thomas Grisham, it's bad.
So I was laughing at that, but also that it's actually odd to hear you say primary, not followed by beer or vodka. So just because of all the advertising.
The memes have caught up with you, sir.
But yeah, well, I'm trying to think how. I don't know how much Cosmo would be aware of what's going on in Coventry.
Well, probably
Although,
you're watching a embattled Ernst Dieter Mueller answer questions about why the DBC has been hiding reports about Coventry on behalf of the Lyrian government. You know, he's on some other nationalities TV's talk show, and he's just like, look, the things we need to talk about right now are why the Federated Sons sucks. And they're like, Mr. Mueller, could you answer the question, please? And he's like, I didn't hear a question there.
this is why we skipped the interview. I do think once Cosmo realizes how out of control the situation is, he then realizes that's where Caspar was from, and he'd probably check on him and make sure he's okay. Doesn't need to be a scene, but just trying to be fatherly.
Well, I just have to tell you, you know, this is it as far as storylines go. The tournament for season 3 will have its own storyline, and it's going to be rapid fire. You know, there won't be weeks between episodes in game. It will be days. So if you have anything you want to do with Caspar, now's the time.
Just basically making sure he's all right and he has everything he needs. He seems pretty self-sufficient at this point. So he's got a car, he's got a mech, he's got the virtual pod, he's got
I mean, but his homeworld is under attack, and the thing that's being attacked is the very facility that he worked at. That Coventry Metalworks is literally the actual location that he worked at.
So
it's not taking it well, I think. I don't know that there's much you could do for him. I mean, it's like anyone who's away from home and then their home is taken from them. Probably what hits him the hardest is that the Lyrian government basically
lied about it.
Yeah.
I think Cosmo would he probably realizes there's not much he can do about the actual situation, but perhaps just try to offer distractions. Like,
you mean just being there for him? Yeah,
that's being there for him, and then I don't know. Let's bring back the whole jet ski thing and bring him jet skiing.
No. He would rather play a board game with you than use a jet ski.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
First off, he wouldn't use a jet ski because it's not a military vehicle. He would use one of those like semi-submersible.
Yeah.
You know, where you can go 12 miles an hour and have a low sonar presence. Other than that, he'd rather just play a board game with you, like Monopoly.
Monopoly. Oh man. Okay, that sounds good. That'll kill a couple hours.
Here's my question: is Zhang a part of this game? Do we have at least 3 players and you're Zhang one of them? Because I feel like she would be super competitive at Monopoly.
Super cutthroat. Yeah.
She'd be the one who like gets all the railroads as early as possible.
You know, so
bargains aggressively with people to get those railroads.
So I played Monopoly, the board game, a lot growing up, but I also had it on. Oh God, what? Why can't I remember the name? Like the very first. What was Pokemon on originally? The very first Game Boy. I had Monopoly on Game Boy, and there was this weird rule, and I've never played this way on the board game, but if you land on a property that's not owned and you don't buy it, it goes to auction immediately. So any player can then buy it, starting on a bidding war. I feel like that's the type of rule that Zhang would enforce. And be like, oh, what's that? You're not buying the railroad? Okay, we'll start the bidding then.
I hate that. That sounds like a terrible rule. First off, it's going to super accelerate the game.
Oh, it absolutely does. And it taught me to never actually buy properties, just always go to bidding, because one, the AI doesn't keep that much money. And so they're always out of money. And so you just are like, all right, well, I'll get everything for like 10% of the price.
I have Star Wars Monopoly on PC, and I also have the collector's edition still in plastic. Star Wars Monopoly.
Dang.
Yeah, it's worthless. No one would ever want to buy Star Wars Monopoly Collector's Edition still in, but I have it simply because they gave me 2 copies when I only wanted 1.
In 10 years, though, it might be worth $5.
I said that 10 years ago.
I don't know.
It's still not worth $5.
Oh, Lord.
It's not worth the packaging that it came in. It's a CD. I don't even have a CD player in this computer.
That's true, actually.
Oh my God. I might have to get a remote CD player just to do it. Like, you can do all your DVDs on PS5 now. Like, why would I? What am I gonna do with CDs? Play Monster Rancher? Like,
What's it's funny you bring up CDs and DVD drives now, because I think I posted yesterday that I just got all the MechWarrior 4 games running on my computer again.
yeah,
And
it's
I was
making
like,
me want to get Mech Commander Gold real bad.
I was like, I can't remember the last time I used ISO images and virtual mounting, but hey, it worked.
It's funny because I actually have Mech Commander Gold on CD, and I have the box, and I've even shown the manual on stream, but I'd have to get the free version of it to play on PC because I don't have a CD of it. No, I have the CD. I don't have a CD player.
Don't have a drive? Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, man. I have so many 90s and early 2000s computer PC games on CD.
So I didn't realize that I don't want to use names, but there's like a glider wrapper that makes graphics cards upscale for older games. Ooh. Makes a big difference.
I bet. Pretty good. MechWarrior 4 is the one with Duncan Fisher, right? It's the one. Oh no,
it is.
Yeah, it's the one based on Solaris. Yeah. Duncan Fisher here.
What's the main dude's name?
Spectre.
Spectre's
in the arena.
He's climbing up that ladder, and look out. I guess to wrap up Cosmo, the only thing left he would do is train with he'd play the board game, but then train with Birdie, because he can't train unofficially, he can't train anymore. So, and that brings me to the start of level 3 in Legend.
Okay.
So my gunnery will get better by 1. Now 1-2. As Cosmo gets older, he's realizing gunnery is more important than piloting.
I must be looking at the wrong one. This is MechWarrior 4, the Mercenaries one. What's
there's Vengeance, Black
Vengeance,
Knight, and then Mercenary.
What's the one where you're in the arena? It's just MechWarrior 4.
Mercenaries.
Oh, Mercenaries. Yeah. What are Mercenaries doing on Solaris?
I don't know. You can just you what's great is you can actually, I did this yesterday to test it out, make sure it's working. If you do like the quick launch, you can set up an instant match in the arena right away and just have Duncan Fisher yelling.
Wow, this says that it takes place between 3064 and 3066, but the Solaris arenas are all on fire during that time. Because in 62 is when they start the Civil War, right? And like all of the arenas are destroyed in the process of that Grand Championship.
Yep.
That is the the timeline we're going to be playing in, is Civil War breaking out across the planet during the championship.
Stay tuned for season 3.
All right. Any final closing thoughts about Cosmo in season 2?
I would just say this show has been a lot of fun. I appreciate you putting it together. Looking forward to change of pace in season 3, and really appreciate the everyone who supported the show, I guess, basically, and the interaction we get in the Discord. It's been fantastic. So thank you all. Well,
it's probably going to be about a month and a half until you're moved and everybody's moved and everyone's home and they're with their kids again. There's a lot going on right now.
Yes.
We also need to be in a post Mardi Gras and
yeah, that one sounds like the most fun. I gotta say, me driving across the country doesn't sound like fun. So 2022, the year of change.
Yeah, I feel like most years are like that. Definitely 19, 20, 21, and 22 have all felt pretty changing, my friend. But it's just the beginning of the year. We're only mid-February. I don't think you can name the whole year based on how we started it. Don't worry, it can get a lot worse.
Don't worry. The context of just this show and the 6 people who are on it plus yourself, that's enough to define the whole year, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Sunderland is coming back for season 3, as is Stonar. So it's going to be 8 people on this show plus me.
eight's a good number for setting up brackets. Although that's assuming we're all fighting each other. So
You will not initially fight each other, but winners will almost certainly fight each other. I'm still not sure exactly how we're going to do it, but don't worry.
Are we going to get...
It will happen.
This is more just curiosity. If we don't know yet, we'll figure it out. But do we get any XP between 2 and 3? If I get 5 more XP, then I can do the thing where you build your own mech for free type thing.
You will get something, yes.
Cool. Very nice. Well, I mean, I could do that, or I could take the other skill that every time I fight with someone, we all reduce stress. But why would I want to help everyone else?
Maybe you'd like to see your stable get the grand championship.
Trying to think who would Cosmo want to do that. Honestly, he's probably leaning towards Carl or Hillbilly, one of the 2 people he'd want. Everyone else is something
Your
else.
Relationship with Carl is so odd because he's really condescending towards you.
Yeah, that's true. But he's had the most appearances with him, and every time he somehow lowers my stress and gives me glory.
It makes you feel better about yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny.
Even though he doesn't really like or respect you in any way, you feel better just by being.
You feel better leaving a conversation with him. He's like, I am dirt.
All right. And I'm ending it here.
See ya.